Hey guys, welcome back to an all-new episode of Conflicts. In honor of Earth Hour on March 23rd, we have teamed up with Eufy to go ahead and help sustain the Earth. That is right, Eufy is actually a great contributor towards it, mainly because of the fact that a lot of their products feature solar power panels, including the eufyCam 3, which we'll be reviewing today. Now this here features Solar Plus, which is a technology that allows it to go ahead and power itself using the sun. And just like this, you can go ahead and still film at 4K in high def quality. Even in the dark, you can go ahead and get nice, perfect picture vision. Now together we'll be unboxing it as well as trying it out and seeing exactly what it's all about. So if you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and rewind and unbox it. In the modern day, having a good security system is the first line of defense in protecting your home. Now, this year is the all-new eufyCam 3 by Eufy, a company we've seen before that is also associated with Anchor and Soundcore, making a variety of cool tech. Now, looking at this thing is actually quite interesting, mainly because of the fact that it's super duper small and super sleek. In fact, just looking at it, you can technically bring it a little bit closer and make it a little bit bigger. So you can see that it has a nice 4K camera on the front as well as a light to go ahead and spotlight. You do have your solar power panel here on the top, and then you do have a mounting port on the back, making it super duper easy to use. Now, the app is actually super integrated. In fact, I have it pulled up right over here. Now, right here shows all the different things that you have. Now, I actually have multiple cameras associated with Eufy, and just looking through it, you can just go ahead and simply click on something like this, and it'll automatically pull it up in a matter of seconds. There we are. Now this here is a live view of exactly what's happening. I can go ahead and control everything I want just by simply clicking it, and literally it is that simple. Now together we'll be unboxing this as well as trying it out and seeing exactly what it's all about. So if you guys wanted your very own, check out the link down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and rewind and unbox this thing. Alright, so this is the packaging, this is the box. So one thing I love about Eufy Security is that the packaging is really sleek and it's actually quite simple. Kind of showcases the products there and does talk about it a little in terms of detail. So it does have the Bionic Mind AI. So in other words, it can actually detect whoever's around it as well as notify you in terms of if it detects a stranger. Now you can go ahead and link up all your different products, and on the back here it does talk about that it does feature solar power as well as a 4K quality video and then a local security with edge technology, so you can go ahead and create a boundary of your own. Now this little map here kind of shows you how you can go ahead and set it up, as well as your doorbell and a variation of different cameras, all entirely up to you, creating your own security network. Other than that, it does have an app integration, so you can go ahead and use a variety of different functions, which we'll be doing. But yeah, let's take a look and see what's inside. Alright, so one thing to note is that you are greeted right away with your cameras as well as your base station. Again, very nice, clean design, and you actually can see everything right over here. Now inside here you'll actually see a few other different pieces. So we have our user manual, we have our base mounts, and then of course we have our cables to go ahead and connect it directly into our router, as well as mounting ports, and then a USB-C to USB-A cord. Go ahead and charge directly the camera if necessary, and also our power cable for our base station. All in all, it is quite a simple concept. So obviously you have your base station, which is this right over here, and on the back side here you'll see your two USB-A ports as well as your Ethernet port, and then you also get a power cable as well. Now the whole point of the USB ports is to go ahead and charge different devices if necessary, and then you have your sync button. Now the fun thing about this is that if you go ahead and pop this open, you can actually see this here is going to be our slot for our hard drive slot. So you go ahead and unscrew this, you can lift this up, put your own hard drive in there, which will go ahead and save the data as it records it. So that's actually kind of nice. Now, besides that, you have your status LED, and yeah, overall a really nice design concept. Now looking at the camera, this is actually kind of nice. So you do have your 4K camera here on the front. You do have a light as well, and then you have your sensors, your microphones, and then you have your solar power panel on the top, as well as your screw port on the back. This is going to be for this particular mount. So the way that works is you go ahead and remove it just like this, and then from there you screw it into some kind of wall or some kind of spot. Then you go ahead and lock it in place, and then you go ahead and twist that onto here, and then from there you can go ahead and position it any way you like and kind of lock it in there. Now on the bottom here you do have your speaker, and yeah, overall a really clean cut design, and I really like it a lot. Now they do sell sleeves as well, so you can go ahead and cover this, make it black, up to you entirely. And yeah, you also get a little key here to go ahead and pop out this particular unit. And then over here you have your standard USB-C port to go ahead and charge the device. So yeah, let's go ahead and set this thing up next and see what this thing can do. All right, so setting it up is quite simple. So there's two different things you have to set up. One is the home base and the other one is the battery camera. Once you set up one home base, you can connect multiple different devices. As shown here, you have the battery cameras, you have wired cameras, you have professional cameras, you have floodlight cameras, wall light cameras, garage cameras, video doorbell, smart lock, smart storage, smart tracker, and an alarm system. So many different things that you can go ahead and use to create your own network for your security system. Now, what we're doing is the battery camera, and then we'll click on the eufyCam 3. Select the home, click next, and then from there just pairing it, and in a matter of seconds you can go ahead and start using your camera. Now I already went ahead and paired this one to show it to you, so I'll go ahead and click on this here to see the live stream of this particular camera, and there we are. So you can actually see myself. Hello. Now I can actually hear myself too, so it does have that two-way audio and you can technically talk through it as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and just rotate it simply, just like this, and right now we do see it filming or essentially recording in 4K. Now the quality of it is actually pretty spot on. Now there is a slight delay, as you can already tell by me waving, closing my hand. It's like almost like a 1 to 2 second delay. Now, most security cameras take a lot longer in terms of delay go. And this one here is actually quite quick for something of its size. I think it's actually pretty good. Now, that is actually very important just because if there is an intruder, time is always of an essence. And any given emergency, you want to go ahead and act on that right away. Now, looking at the app, it does show the time on the top here. You have your light button, so I click that button there. I'll go ahead and activate the light. Now, it does have 3 different light modes, so you can do like low, medium, and high. I believe this one might be the high one, as you can already tell. And then from there, we do have our video mode, so this will go ahead and record whatever you want to do by simply pressing the video button, just like this. So now it's recording. And if I hit stop, it'll go ahead and save it onto the cloud, or in this case here, directly onto my hard drive that's in my particular base station. Pressing the video button, just like this. So now it's recording. Now if I hit volume here, I can actually technically hear what the microphone's hearing. And then of course it'll kind of relay itself just like that. Now I can also talk through it as well. So if I hold this button here, hello, testing, testing, can I help you?
Can I help you?
This is a little bit of a delay. But overall, it's not that bad. It's got a pretty loud speaker, as you can already tell. So, I mean, there is a little bit of a cutoff, but again, it's not terribly bad. Generally, especially with the two-way audio, I mean, it should be more than enough to go ahead and handle a conversation. Now, asides that, you do have the alarm system. So if I click the alarm system here, in case if I see an intruder, this here's the manual alarm. One thing you could do note is you can engage it with, if it detects a motion in a specific area, it can engage the alarm. But in this case here, this here's just the manual one. I'm gonna do a camera sound and a spotlight to show you how it looks like. So just like that, that kind of shows you how loud the alarm is, as well as the light effects go. This is great in terms of if you see an intruder, or if you do see like an animal in your backyard, you can go and scare it away by simply pressing that button there. And yeah, that is that in a nutshell in terms of settings goes, in terms of what you can do physically on the control of the particular camera. Now, another thing I do is go into settings. So this is kind of nice, so it kind of shows you a little bit more of the settings of this particular camera. So one thing to know is you do have motion detection, so you can technically create an activity zone. So if I want only activity in this particular unit here, I can go ahead and create a boundary. So anything in the blue, if it does detect a motion, it'll notify me on my phone. Right now, I can go ahead and trash, and then I can create multiple different boundaries based on my own customization, of course. Next thing to note is you have your detection sensitivity, so you can increase or decrease the sensitivity of a motion. So if I only want it, like if something is being delivered, I'll be able to detect that motion rather than like a butterfly kind of flying about. Other than that, you have human detection. You have vehicle detection, pet detection, and all other motions. That's when the AI system kind of comes into play. So it'll go ahead and register these faces and essentially kind of notify you if it sees a stranger or if it sees someone that you know, where you can assign it to it. And then of course you can always go ahead and test that based on that function. Now, other than that, you have your power manager. So this will show you how many working days it can handle without obviously any sunlight right now. But yes, you change it based on working mode for battery life, surveillance, or customization recording. And then you have your solar dashboard kind of showing you the battery percentage trend. And then you also have your spotlight sensitivity, so again, brightness, and then your anti-theft detection, so you can essentially make sure no one steals your camera. It will notify you if someone moves it about. Now, other than that, you have your settings in terms of your video, so you can do a watermark, you can 4K quality in terms of streaming goes, or you can lower it if you want it really, really fast. You have your night vision mode, and then your privacy zone, so you can technically block out certain areas when it's recording, so be it like a window or be it a specific area that you don't want it recording at all. And then you have your audio settings, so again, microphone, audio recording, speaker volume, etc. Your notifications, so you have your notifications to your phone, so this will include a thumbnail or whatever settings you want, but the nice thing about this is that if it does notify you, it'll kind of give you a little display of what it's seeing. And then under general here, you have your status LED, your storage, your mounting stuff, and you can share the device to specific people in your family, or is it just for you? So really up to you, and I love that fact that Eufy has that full customization. Most of these cameras are just very simple and very like blunt blank in terms of what you can do with it. But yes, Eufy, really good. Now to kind of showcase a little bit of how this kind of works. So this will here say security. Look at this. So this actually detected using local AI where it was able to notify you. It even labeled me as a security threat. That's so cool. I love the fact that it has this capability, making it super, super sophisticated. Now, this here's another video of another camera from above. So I have one set up outside, but yes, kind of showing you like it'll detect a notification and kind of show you like, look, there's somebody here. Do you recognize this person? In this case here, I can say yes, and I can notify it based off of that. You can also do a cloud storage. So if you want, you can do a basic plan of $2.99 a month, which will cover the one device where you can, kind of back up your recordings and stuff like that if necessary. Otherwise, you can always do a local storage if you want to, virtual home. So this here, I can actually do a virtual tour and kind of see all the different products that they have. So if I want to learn more about this camera, I can purchase it, things like that. It's actually kind of cool that it does give you like a full integration of it. Now, our AI Edge is the Bionic Mind or AI service. So this will detect different faces. So these are all unfamiliar faces that it kind of detects. I can add it as a familiar face and I can name it. So now it'll automatically recognize him when it sees it and notify me that it detects my son in the backyard per se. So that's cool too. So this here is the back live camera to kind of show you the same exact camera that's outside right now. So this here is the other camera mounted outside, and you can see the crystal clear quality of the footage. This here is a 4K video showing you the whole entire high definition of the house. Really cool stuff. And again, I can always go out and answer calls and I can talk through it. For instance, if I want to talk to my kids in the playground, or if I want to go ahead and intervene with an animal, stuff like that. So yeah, that is the Eufy Security Cam 3. Definitely a great way to go if you're looking for something that is like simplistic in design and how to go ahead and mount it. So let's go ahead and mount this bad boy next somewhere and see what it looks like outside. All right, well there you guys have it. Overall, a great design concept. I love the Eufy Cam 3. Definitely a great security system for anyone's home. Now, Eufy makes a variety of different cool products, so if you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description once again. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.